Now let us see the data pre-processing with the help of Orange. Rather, we will see the data cleaning with the help of Orange. Data cleaning is one of the smallest part of data pre-processing. Now there will be a question in your mind that why pre-processing? With the help of pre-processing, we are able to remove the null entities or the irrelevant data, which will make our data set small and more organized, which will help us to obtain the correct chart or to improve our analysis. And that's why data cleaning is most important part of data pre-processing. Now today we will see how to perform this data cleaning with the help of Orange. Now this is the screen of Orange. At the left hand side, we are able to observe data, transform, visualize, model, evaluate, unsupervised and educational tab. In this data tab, I will need for doing the data cleaning, or there is one more method for doing this. Let us see. For taking or importing the file, just I have selected the left hand tab named data, and in that I will just drag and drop file. This is one method, or we can just right click on this and double click on file. Now once again double click file icon, and I have already downloaded the data set named diabetes dataset, which is having the null entities. As you are able to observe, null entities are there. Now just try to import this dataset with the help of Orange. I will just double click on this and try to browse the already imported dataset. Diabetes missing dataset. Now just click on this and click on open. You are able to observe the numerical and categorical, the different types it is showing. Now just close on this, just close. Now to observe the imported data set with the help of Orange, I have to drag the data table, or I can just type data table, right click on the screen and type data table, and just clicking the data table will appear. By connecting file with data table and clicking on this, I will be able to observe the data set which is imported. Okay, now these are the null entities, and null entities are represented with question mark. Now the data cleaning technique. In data cleaning, we are expected to remove, or sometimes it is required to remove, the null entities. Now in today's session we will see how to remove these null entities with the help of Orange, which is one of the most important or powerful technique for data visualization. Now I will just drag, just try to import the pre-processing. Double click on pre-processing. At left hand side you are able to observe discretize, continuous, input missing values, select relevant features, select random features, normalize features, randomize, remove sparse features, principal component analysis, Kerr matrix decomposition. Now in our case, we just want to clean the data set by removing the null entities. That's why I will just drag impute missing values, and in this, as you are able to observe, average or most frequent replace with random value, and remove rows with missing value. As we are expected to remove just the missing values, I am just clicking on this radio button. Now at this end, at the left hand, we are observed to we can observe the checkbox which is already clicked in my case. In your case, if it is not clicked, then you are expected to click that checkbox. Why? Because by checking with this checkbox, the changes are automatically applied to the data set. Now I will just close this, and for observing the changes made, we will take or we will just drag and drop one more data table so that the changes we are able to observe, and just connect the pre-processing with this new data table. Now let us observe there is difference between the data table and data table 1. Data table is the data table without pre-processing, and data table 1 is the data table with or after pre-processing, or rather we will say after data cleaning. Now let us click and observe the changes. All the null entities or the question marks are removed from this data set, and this is one of the powerful techniques with the help of which we are able to remove all the null entities in our data set if required, and that is termed as data cleaning. And once again I will repeat, for performing the data cleaning technique with the help of Tableau, I have just imported one data set and applied a pre-processing technique for removing the missing value, and just I have observed the newly formed data set. That's all. And all these things are done with the tool Orange, which is so simple tool for pre-processing and the analyzing data. That's all.